Hello everybody, it's Zack Rhodes for the weekly update. So a few things this week. First of all, video schedule. So last week, Vietnamese Crystal ended, and in its place, I'm starting to upload the VODs for Vesperia. We talked about this last week. Going to be doing pretty much what we did pretty much what I said last week. I think I said last week. I'm going to be cutting up the VODs into like hour-long chunks. I'm going to try to like cut the streams into 3 or 4 pieces each. So like the first episode's like a little over an hour, second episode's a little over an hour, third episode's like an hour and a half just because it's the end of the stream. But probably going to just go like that through at least the beginning of March. We'll see if I outstrip the streams or not. But once April comes around and we start the other projects, I'm probably going to put the VODs either on the back burner or just on a early day schedule, once or twice a week. So that'll just go in the background because it's going to be busy. I know I keep talking about April and the new projects, and I just remembered another game. Well, not just remembered. Last week I just remembered another game that I wanted to put on it. So it's good. I was I don't know. It's gonna be fun. I ran a straw poll, asking people what they wanted. So the game that I remembered was one that has to start at the beginning because that's something that just goes on the Let's Play anniversaries. That's just something I need to do. So I ran a poll asking in what or which of the other 3 games that I had already planned to start doing should I do first. I did very vague instructions. It was a long classic RPG, a mid-sized cult classic RPG, and a mid-sized action-adventure game. So if you guys want to try to take guesses as to what those 3 might be, feel free. But so far on the straw poll, which was put in my Discord and on Twitter last week, long classic RPG and mid-sized cult classic RPG each have 8 votes to the mid-sized adventure games 7. So they're all pretty much equal, but at this point I think we're going to be starting with long cult classic RPG, and then once the other game that's going to be going alongside it that has to go first ends, we'll probably do the mid-sized adventure game. But I'm going to be announcing all 4 of them at the beginning of April, so keep a lookout. Also last week, I decided what I'm going to be doing for my April 1st video this year. It's going to be something. It's going to be different. It's also going to be something that people have been asking for. It's up to you to guess now. And other things, Much Games has still having 2 Precipice videos going up this week, like it did last week. So make sure you're keeping updated on the Precipice videos. And anything else? Not really much news this past week, I think. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Happy Mario Day. It's March 10th. Mario. It's Mario Day, so happy Mario Day. But yeah, nothing else I can really think of. Streams this week should be usual time. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't be. So Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Vesperia Wednesday. I'm not sure if we're doing a Vesperia stream or not. I'll decide that on Tuesday, but there will be a stream on Wednesday. Something else I did want to talk about, though. I want to apologize for those of you who follow me there. On Tuesday, I started a Vesperia stream, and nobody showed up. And I'm starting this off just the information for myself, not to, my main thing here is not to guilt people. But yeah, nobody showed up, and I got kind of upset. And I complained about it, and so I ended the stream. It was like nobody showed up for like 40 minutes. So I ended the stream because I didn't start anything. And, a few people talked to me, said that they were going to be joining. They just were going to be late. And, a couple other people said, like, it's not about the people. It reminded me that it wasn't in like a nasty way. It reminded me like it's not about the people. You just stream because it's fun, and yeah, it's true. It's not about the people. I mean, it's about making you guys entertained, but it's not about the numbers, is what I'm saying. So I started the stream up again, and a whole bunch of people showed up. But I feel really bad because most of those people showed up because I complained about it. And that's not a good thing to do. It's not healthy. It's not good to guilt people into showing up to to your stuff. It just left a very bad taste. It was a fun stream. We had a good time, but it left a very bad taste in my mouth that my complaining led people into stopping by and humoring me. That's not what I'm about, and I feel bad. I feel bad that people had to come and do that. So I'm gonna work harder at not doing that. If people show up, they show up. If they don't, I'll just play Vesperia or whatever. I understand that weeknights are a busy time sometimes. A lot of people have other stuff to do. People fall asleep. I mean, like, half the time I wish I was asleep during my streams. I always think about taking naps before my streams, but I don't think I would wake up in time. So, yeah. So, yeah, I just have to, not, I don't know. I don't want to say not care as much, because I do care, which is why I stream, but I have to not care as much. So, yeah. Hopefully in the future it'll do better with this. But yeah, for those people who do show up, I do thank you. For those people who want to show up but can't, I understand, like, time's a thing, or a lot of the times people have internet problems, work schedules, homework, like anything. Life is busy, and I do understand. I never blame people for not showing up to my stuff. Whether I'm not your style, which is perfectly fine, or you don't have time, or any other mitigating factor, like, it's 100% okay. But yeah, so I just want to make it clear. You never should feel obligated to follow, to watch anything I do, follow stuff, subscribe, or Patreon or anything. I mention it for the people who are interested, but it's never an obligation. Also, bits and donations and subscribers and all that, which I feel I have to mention anyway. Again, it's not an obligation, but I do have like 11 out of 15 subscribers for the next slot, so that's just cool. I'm not saying this. I want to point. I'm not saying this because I want you to subscribe. I'm saying this because it's the most I've ever had, and it's cool, and I'm allowed to be proud of the little stupid milestones that I make in the stupid little things that I do. You're allowed to be proud of that, but never feel obligated. Never ever feel obligated to provide, to like do things outside your comfort zone, like stuff like this. Like, it's, I will never hate anybody for having their own lives, because that's a really crappy thing to do. But yeah, so that's talking about the streams. Let's talk about art. So I did a few things this week, and one other thing. The other thing I can't show you. But, so let's see, Lucachin had a Final Fantasy XIV stream earlier last week, so I did a picture of her Ro character, Dove Song, in like a dress that she had. This is more of like a quick sketch, so it doesn't look great, but I like it. She's a very good character. I always like drawing Dove Song. This isn't art, but it's like every so often Luca and John post pictures of Bagel and their cat, and some of the pictures are very easily photoshoppable. You know, just taking Bagel out. So I have a few of them now. So we were going on her Discord photoshopping things. So like there was Bagel with like a bowl of mac and cheese, but I also added Bagel and Bagel in there, and I'm going to collect Bagel pictures now, and it's gonna be fun. Let's see. So Proton John, for his like streams now, is doing a Buru. If you don't know what a Buru is, it's like a picture collection site. It's a picture forum. So there's Proton Buru now. Instead of like doing Twitter time, which took like forever, he just goes to the Buru and just shows all the pictures off. But when you're on the homepage of the Buru, there's like characters that show how many posts are in it, and each like holds a little number. So he did like a contest for people to send in characters that represented his streams for the Buru. So I did two. I did a Captain Falcon here because only like 2 people had done Captain Falcon for that, which is crazy. You didn't use that. This is an example of what that looks like with like the standard characters. So I did a Captain Falcon there, but I also did Ryu Hayabusa from the Ninja Gaiden series, and come on, focus. There we go. And yeah, no one else did Ryu, and I actually did. I made it. So I'm currently the number 8 on Proton John's Buru, which is just absolutely crazy. It's like here's a picture of 8 in action. I also did like the thing there to look like one of the game's power-ups. Come on. Yeah, there's a weed guard there. You don't wanna focus? Look, there's Captain Falcon's face. You wanna focus on his face? There we go. So yeah, so now I'm on the site. Yay. So yeah, it was kind of cool that I actually got chosen for that, and I got to be one of 10 numbers there. So like, that's just cool. I'm glad I'm like able to contribute in that way, you know? His streams have done a lot for me, so it's always good to be able to give back in some way and help with like the overall everything. Another thing I did was a Patreon reward. Yusuke Kitagawa from Persona 5, otherwise known as Fox. Come on, focus. So yeah, this I actually was able to do fairly quickly. I was really impressed with myself. But yeah, it's I like it a lot. It's also a shirtless version on Twitter. I won't show you here. The shirtless version was because the original person asked for it, by the way. So don't judge me. But yeah, so yeah, it was really fun to draw actually. Some art from things, and from last night's Proton John stream, he mentioned they were playing Disney princesses, and mentioned that it would be fun to have a Disney Contra. So if it will focus, look, focus on Jasmine. There we go. So I made like box art for Disney's Contra, and I want to play it. But yeah, that's about it. Got more stuff to work on. Like I said, there's another project I'm working on that I cannot show you. But yeah, if you're interested in, art commissions or, commission tier type stuff for yourself, there's always the Patreon. Like I said, it's not an obligation. But I do thank everybody who is on that, because it's just something I really appreciate, like, immensely. And, anybody else who just shows their support in any way, shape, or form, it's just really cool. I got a little bit of stream stream fan art last week from Criticile after the Earthbound stream, and there's something about stream art in general that's like it takes time to do, and time is really precious. Like seeing people take their time and do it towards something involving me is just like above and beyond in my mind. But yeah, also the government stole our time, which is why I'm uploading this late. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you very much for like anything that you do. I very much appreciate it. And for all those of you who are just having a hard time in general, last week seemed to be kind of bad. Just remember, I got your back, okay? I believe in you. You made it this far, and that counts for a lot. And yeah, I'm actually probably gonna have a video about that later this week also. Yeah, it's the 15th or the 17th? Oh, the 19th. Okay, it's gonna be next week. Okay, yeah, next Tuesday is gonna be a video. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I very much appreciate you, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.